Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we have been reading from chapter 16 of Bhagavad Gita as it is. Krishna is telling us about the divine qualities, qualities that are desirable. Yesterday we heard about a bit about fault finding, that we shouldn't engage in fault finding. Okay. So let's continue reading from the purport by Srila Prabhupada,
I go.
please.
Shaucham means cleanness, not only in the mind and body, but in one's dealing also. It is especially meant for the mercantile people who should not deal in the black market. Mercantile?
Mercy.
Business, commerce. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Who should not be dealing in the black market. Nati manita, not expecting honor, applies to the Sudras, the worker class, which are considered accordingly to the Vedic injunctions to be the lowest of the four classes. They should not be puffed up with the unnecessary prestige or honor and should remain in their own status. It is the duty of the Shudras to offer respect to the higher class for the upkeeps of, of the social order.
Okay, let me see how much more. Okay, only one more paragraph. So please continue.
Okay, Mataji. All these 26 qualifications mentioned are transcendental qualities. They should be cultivated according to the different status of social and occupational order. The purport is that even though material conditions are miserable, if these qualities are developed by practice by all the classes of the men, then gradually it is possible to rise to the highest platform of the transcendental realization.
Mm. Okay, so we are hearing here of two more qualities here. Which are they?
Saucham and Nati Manita.
Mm. So
I heard one.
Shocham, cleanliness. Huh?
I heard the 26 qualities, right?
Mm-hmm.
First time I am hearing this. If some of the qualities, if you can help me to revise.
Well, these are the qualities Krishna is speaking that we heard in the translation. Yeah. Fearlessness, purification of one's existence, cultivation of spiritual knowledge, charity, self control, performance of sacrifice, study of the Vedas, austerity, simplicity, non-violence, truthfulness, freedom from anger, renunciation, tranquility, aversion to fault finding, compassion for all living entities, freedom from covetousness, gentleness, modesty, steady determination, vigor, forgiveness, fortitude, cleanliness, and freedom from envy and from the passion for honor. So these are the 26 qualities Krishna is saying. These are
Oh,
Brahmanical qualities, and these
oh,
qualities should be cultivated. We may not have them, But we hear about them, the idea to Krishna's telling us, so that we can cultivate them.
Mm-hmm.
So today we heard about cleanliness. Cleanliness. How can we maintain cleanliness?
One thing that I like is like we should not just clean our body, we should clean our mind also, something like that.
Yeah, that's right. And how to clean the mind?
By chanting.
Yeah, that's right. By chanting Hare Krishna, we can clean our consciousness. We can clean our mind. Cheto darpanam arjanam. When we chant the holy name, the dust which is accumulated on the mirror of the mind, that is cleaned,
Mm.
right?
Yeah,
So our consciousness is cleaned. And then we heard another one, not expecting honor. Not
yeah,
expecting honor. Lord Chaitanya also says, Trinadapi sunichena tarorapi saisnana amanena manadena kirtanya sadahare. That one who is more humble than a blade of grass, more tolerant than a tree, always giving respect to others, not expecting any for oneself. In such a state of mind, one can constantly chant the holy name of the Lord. Yeah. So, because we are always wanting some honor for ourselves, but Lord Chaitanya
mm-hmm.
is saying, cultivate this, that you give all respect to others and don't expect any honor for yourself. So, how can we
uh,
cultivate that?
one good thing I remember by doing Vaishnava Seva.
Vaishnav Seva, very good. Yeah, very good. That can help us to cultivate humility. Also, the more we chant, more we hear, the more we chant, the more we may be able to realize our own position that we are actually very tiny. And
Uh,
then automatically we may also be able to side by side cultivate humility along with that.
okay.
So these 26 qualities should be cultivated, as Srila Prabhupada is saying.
Okay.
Any comments? Question?
Not from me, but yeah, these 26 quality first time I heard. So maybe I'll just time by time, like periodically, I'll just try to remember these so that याद रहेगा तो कोशिश कर सकते हैं उस क्वालिटी को गेन करने का.
Yeah, of course. Very true. Yeah. So now, just as Krishna speaking of the divine qualities, he just spoke. Now he's going to tell us about the demoniac qualities.
Oh.
Yeah, we're going to read that in the next text. Okay.
Okay, Sinam. Okay, you go.
Okay. दम्भो दर्पोऽभिमानश्च क्रोधः परुषयम् एव च अज्ञानं चाभिजातस्य पार्थ सम्पदम् आसुरीम्. Pride, arrogance, conceit, anger, harshness, and ignorance. These qualities belong to those of demoniac nature, O son of Pratha. In this verse, the royal road to hell is described. The demoniac want to make a show of religion and advancement in spiritual science. Although they do not follow the principles, they are always arrogant or proud in possessing some type of education or so much wealth. They desire to be worshipped by others and demand respectability. Although they do not command respect, over over trifles, they become very angry and speak harshly, not gently. They do not know what should be done and what should not be done. They do everything whimsically, according to their own desire, and they do not recognize any authority. These demoniac qualities are taken on by them from the beginning of their bodies in the wombs of their mothers, and as they grow, they manifest all these inauspicious qualities:
So, which are the demonic qualities?
pride, arrogance, anger, harshness, conceit, ignorance.
Yeah. So then, when we do a little introspection, we may see that to some degree we have some of the good qualities, but we also do have these undesired qualities too,
Hmm.
isn't it? Yeah. Pride, anger, harshness, arrogance.
Hmm.
So, like in Satya, the demon, they used to stay on another planet. Treta Yuga, the demon used to stay on the same planet but in different countries. Satyug, it was like Hiranyakashipu, like a different planet altogether. In Treta Yuga, same planet but different countries, like Raman and Ram, same planet. Then
Yes.
Dwapar Yuga, the divine and demoniac, same families. You can see how Arjun and
Oh,
uh,
yeah.
Duryodhan, same family, right? Living in the same family. Shishupal is also born in the same family as Lord Krishna. He was his cousin.
Yeah.
So what happens in Kali Yuga?
Same body.
Same body, that's right. The divine and demoniac. Same body. We have divine qualities also, but we also have a lot of these demoniac qualities. So then what shall we do? Then we have to cultivate the divine and subdue the demoniac. We have to
Hmm.
cultivate. There needs some kind of activity on our part, some kind of effort on our part to
Hmm.
cultivate these godly qualities. Actually, it's very admirable, isn't it? We see somebody with good qualities, somebody is very charitable, or somebody is very knowledgeable. These are attractive qualities, actually. When somebody has these qualities, they become attractive to others, isn't it?
Hmm.
Somebody is very tolerant, very patient. So one becomes, in fact, very attractive. These are desirable qualities to cultivate. And in fact, when we become too arrogant or too angry, then people just want to keep away from us,
Hmm.
isn't it? So then it needs a little bit of introspection on our part to see uh, which qualities to cultivate and which qualities to let go of.
Hmm.
Yeah. Again, one of the good thing it's going through my mind is that we should know first. Like unless and until we don't know, only like today I read this. Okay, there are 26 characters. We must attain that, and then we will not. Then only we can have the like parameter to keep what is right, what is wrong. And when we don't have the knowledge, then we don't know what's right. So I think, yeah, again comes the same thing to read Bhagavad Gita to get the knowledge.
Yeah, it's true. Although in Bhagavatam it is mentioned that one who's a devotee, he
Mm-hmm.
automatically has all these qualities. But then that's speaking of a pure devotee,
Mm-hmm.
one who's already on the liberated platform. But then what about people like us who are cultivating Krishna
Mm-hmm.
consciousness? So then, as you rightly said, that we need to have the knowledge, we need to read from Bhagavad Gita. Otherwise, we will not know that
Yeah.
what qualities shall we encourage
Aim.
and what qualities should we let go of.
Yeah. What quality we should aim for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comes to my mind a few days ago when we were reading, we were having discussion about consciousness, right? The consciousness is symptom of the soul, right? So consciousness is used in two ways. As you all were saying that somebody saying be mindful, be conscious of what you're doing, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That is also, yeah, that is also is can be said as being okay, what's the consciousness of a person? Oh, so this person's consciousness is at this level. That can be also said as consciousness. And consciousness is also a symptom of the soul. It's a
Oh,
it's it's a symptom of life, right?
okay.
That's how it's because it's not the body that's conscious actually. It's the soul. Because once the soul leaves the body, then it is just dead body there, right?
Yeah. And that's why I think
So
why it is really sorry, Mataji. You want to say
yes,
something?
please. No, please.
That's why there comes one concept, right? Where when body soul transfer from one body to the other body, the consciousness also transfers. Like हमारा वो स्थूल शरीर और एक और दो तरह का होते हैं ना, तो उसमें से एक I forgot. So yeah, here the concept.
Sukshma Sharir, the subtle
Yeah,
body.
yeah. Yeah. So here the today I learned is that consciousness is not basically consciousness is the uh, related to the soul, is the symptom of soul.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Okay, Mataji.
Okay. So then let's go on.
Should I go?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. The Devi Sam Sampad Devi Sampad Sam Vimakasya Vimakasya निबंध याशुरी मता मास सूच संपदम दैवी मभिजातो अस्सि पांडव. The transcendental qualities are conducive to liberation, whereas the demonic quality make for bondage. The transcendental qualities are conducive to liberation, where demonic quality made for bondage. Don't worry, O son of Pandu, for you are born with the divine quality. Okay. Conducive. What was the meaning here,
Con-
Mataji?
Conducive means helpful.
Oh, okay. But Lord Krishna encouraged Arjuna by telling him that he was not born with demonic qualities. His involvement in the fight was not demonic because he was considering the pros and cons. He was considering whether respectable persons such as Bhishma and Drona sh- should be killed or not. So he was not acting under the influence of anger, false prestige, or harshness. Therefore, he was not of the quality of demons. Yeah. For a Kshatriya, a military man, shooting arrow at the enemy is considered transcendental, and refraining from such a duty is demonic. Okay. Therefore, there was no cause for Arjuna to lament anyone who performed the regulative principle of different orders of life is transcendentally situated. Okay.
So, what is Krishna saying to Arjuna?
Yeah, he said that one sentence that uh, whoever is performing their duties according to the one ashram, uh, those are situated in a good position. Like they are not demon. It's like Kshatriya Arjuna is has to shoot the arrow, and if he is performing that duty, then it means that he is transcendently situated in that ashram.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, it is sinful for him to not kill.
Yeah.
You see,
Yeah.
someone may
Yeah.
think that it is sinful for him that he's killing, oh, he's gonna get so much sins, he's killing. But for Arjuna, because he's a Kshatriya, in fact, if he does not kill, it will be sinful.
Yeah. That is really very beautiful, Mataji. Yeah. Yeah.
So, so everyone has their different duty to perform
Yeah.
based on Varna and Ashram. So here Krishna is telling Arjuna, do not worry, O son of Pandu, for you are born with divine qualities, because Arjuna may worry that, oh my God, I'm killing, so then do I have
Mm-hmm.
demoniac qualities?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But Krishna is telling him, no, don't worry. You're not, you're born with divine qualities. You don't have demoniac qualities.
Yeah.
And we
One
can see
question.
here,
Yeah, yeah, please go, please go. Sorry. We
that
can see here.
Krishna is saying that if one wants to get liberated, then one needs to cultivate the divine qualities. He's saying
Mm,
that the divine qualities are conducive for liberation,
mm,
right? Whereas the
yeah,
demoniac qualities, then we will continue to remain in the material world. Pride, arrogance, conceit, envy, all these things are going to continuing to keep us here in the material world.
yeah.
Okay, sorry, you were saying something.
Uh, Suddenly, I got two question. One question out of the topic. It's like sometimes we feel like, sometimes me, Somnath, feels that, yaar, Bhagwan, Krishna consciousness, Radha Rani, no matter what, they are really ultimate truth, okay? They are. But sometimes थोड़ा doubt होने लग जाता है. So why does this happen? This is one question out of the box. Maybe I'll repeat the second question also, then you can answer. And the second question also comes is that related to this कि जब वन आश्रम बना और हमें अपने वन आश्रम में काम करना चाहिए था और लेकिन और यदि हम अपने वन आश्रम में काम करते तो वी वेर situated in a very in our transcendental position. बट व्हाट हैपेंड दैट पीपल वो कहाँ पे, ये मैंने पहले भी पूछा है शायद लेकिन मैं भूल गया, वो क्या हुआ जिसके कारण ब्राह्मण ब्राह्मण नहीं रहे, क्षत्रिय क्षत्रिय नहीं रहे और पूरा मिक्सचर हो गया, मतलब कि क्षत्रिय अजीबोगरीब काम करते हैं, ब्राह्मण गंदी कुछ भी करते हैं, शूद्र तो है ही, मैंने कि हरि बोल, तो फिर मिक्स हो गया, इवन इवन किंग ऑल्सो बिकम पॉल्यूटेड. So where the thing went wrong, that these Bhagavad Gita said this, we should be doing this, and whoever is doing this is situated into the transcendental position. But we are not doing that. Then where did went wrong? I always feel this. I always feel this. Where
Okay,
did we
so
went
one
wrong?
is about the doubts. So the more you hear from Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, and the more you chant, the more your
Mm-hmm.
doubts will be cleared.
Okay.
Yeah. So doubts are like, because we have some questions, right? So that's why we may have some doubts. So the more we hear from Bhagavad Gita, our doubts will get clarified.
Mm.
Yeah. So then
Agree.
gradually they'll go away.
Agree.
So
Agree.
it needs just more hearing and chanting. Then why we are not following Brahmana, Kshatriya? Because it's a degradation of the age of Kali. This is Kali Yuga. It's no more. We don't have a Vedic society before times. The society was like a Vedic system was going on, Varna Sharma system was going on. But as the age is uh, progressing, as Kali Yuga is progressing, irreligiousness is becoming more and more, right? Irreligiousness. So that's why in Kali
Mm-hmm.
Yuga, we don't have real Brahman, we don't have real Kshatriya. Bhagavatam
Mm.
says we are all born as Shudras.
Oh.
But the thing
Oh.
is, we are born as Shudra, but we don't have to remain a Shudra. We have to
Mm.
cultivate the Brahmanical quality. So Krishna is saying, cultivate this divine quality. So we have to cultivate these qualities. Yeah. So then we may say, oh well, but everybody is not doing it. That's true, and that's the reason there is so much need for spreading Krishna consciousness.
Mm. Mm.
There's really a need right now in society because we can see that because we are not properly placed, we don't know what is our duty supposed to be. You know, we are not following any religious practices. So we can see that so much need is there to spread Krishna consciousness so that again there can be peace in society. Society can be prosperous, God consciousness society, you know,
Mm.
based on Brahmanical principles that is needed. So
Mm.
then it is up to each and every one of us to spread this awareness, to encourage everyone to take up Krishna consciousness. But of course, then everyone won't be able to or may be unable to take up Krishna consciousness. But at least if a certain percentage of society takes it up, as Prabhupada would say,
Mm-hmm.
then the entire the whole atmosphere of this earth planet will change.
Okay.
Society at a large will be more peaceful and more prosperous. So it's because
Okay.
of the progression of Kali Yuga.
One thing today I learned is that आपने बोला आप बोले कि in Bhagavatam it is stated that we are born in this Kali Yuga, we are born in the Shudra quality. Everyone, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then and because of the degradation of the four yoga is like okay, तो वो डिग्रेड हुआ इसलिए अभी के करंट में सब कोई टोटली डिग्रेड है। तो अभी का कॉन्सेप्ट अप्लाई ही नहीं होता कि कोई ब्राह्मण है और ही थिंक्स दैट ओ आई एम ए ब्राह्मण इन द हाई क्लास ऑफ द सोसाइटी एट पर इंडियन ट्रेडिशन। नो देयर इज ए misconfusion I'll say, right?
Yeah, and also we have to remember that Brahman is not a um, one cannot be a Brahman by birth. One has to be qualified to be a Brahman. One has to cultivate Brahmanical qualities. Just like one cannot be a doctor because he's born in the family of doctors. We
Ah,
cannot say, oh, because my father, my grandfather, my great grandfather, my brother, my sister, they are all doctors, so I'm a doctor. No,
mm,
I still have to go to medical school, take up a study the medical textbook under a teacher. I have to pass the exams. I have to do some practice. Then I will become a qualified doctor. So
Yeah.
similarly for Brahman also, it's not by birth but by qualification. One has to cultivate these Brahmanical qualities.
Mm. Got it, Mataji. Very true.
Also, I'm thinking of the first question, that why we doubt sometimes. Just
Yeah.
as a few years ago, there was a black hole invention by scientists, right?
Mhm.
And also many years ago, America said that they went on to the moon. I'm not sure even why do we believe in such statements, but we do not believe if somebody talks about God. Although we are not sure if the scientist, whatever they have done, if it's true or not. It only exists in theories, right? So why do we
Yeah.
have more belief in that science, but not God science?
Because
He-
of the
Yeah.
propaganda everywhere in school, the whole atmosphere is that they're telling us that no, you believe this. We are being trained to believe in a certain thought, whereas that thought may not be true. But whereas we are not being trained to study Bhagavad Gita from the beginning of our life, there is no systematic education being given. You know, until a few years ago, it was like, oh, you're going to the temple or you're reading Bhagavad Gita, you're so outdated. You know, the general
Mm-hmm.
thought, what we call modernism,
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
modern. It's in fact taking us away from our roots. And so we think, oh, yeah, this is the thing that we should do to be counted as popular or whatever it may be, to be seen that I'm updated with the times. There can be so many different reasons. But if we want our doubts to be cleared, we need to hear and chant more. Then
Mm.
gradually, our we will get all the answers.
Yes.
Okay.
And just maybe ये भी हो सकता है as a human and कि what we see and we believe that. So maybe we see in the material world, oh, okay, there is an apple, this gravity. Okay, I see this, I feel it. Then
We
I,
only see it. I think, yeah, gravity we can feel it when somebody tells, but we cannot see that, okay, this is the real black hole. How we can be so sure of that, and
So
how we
this,
can be sure
yeah,
that
so as I'm saying, it's like a propaganda, right? From young age, we are taught that, oh, yeah, you have to believe the scientists. And
exactly.
we are,
uh,
you know, from young age, we are not taught that, yes, you must believe Bhagavatam.
yes,
Yeah.
You have to study Brahma Samhita. You have to study Bhagavad Gita. We are not given that systematic education. So our
yeah,
whole education system is
Hmm.
like from young age we are being trained. No, you should believe the scientists. And we have to memorize it and we are given tests and we feel, oh, if I memorize it and if I get good marks, then I'm gonna pass my exam and I can go to a higher grade and I can get higher and higher. I can get a good job, I can get a good place in society. So we are
exactly.
systematically being trained in that thought.
Yeah,
Hmm.
But there is no systematic training to give us this spiritual knowledge of Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, which should be in fact given side by side along with other education. We should also have the education of Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita.
yeah, is the I think I can relate one thing Mataji is like हमें स्कूल में कोई नहीं पढ़ाता है कि मनी मैनेजमेंट कैसे किया जाए, how to make money or like how to I mean say like properly have sufficient calculation how to spend the
Yeah,
money, how to save the money. Nobody say, because if they teach this, then they know that all the people will become smart, then their business, their propaganda will not work. That's why I
yeah,
feel like they don't teach us Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam in the class, because they know that if they teach this, nobody, there will be no worker, there will no, then society will not run and all those things, something like that. But in fact, society will run in a better way.
yeah. There
Yeah.
will be workers because not everybody can be a Brahman, not everybody can be a Kshatriya.
Yeah,
We are, each of us are in different modes. Each of us are attracted or suited to different type of work.
Mm.
So there will be always. But
mm,
yeah, as you said, it's because some people think that, oh, well, nobody's gonna work then. But yeah, in fact, society will become more organized, more peaceful, more productive
yeah,
if there is knowledge of Bhagavad Gita taught right from young age.
yeah. True, Mataji. Very clear. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Shall we stop here?
Yeah.
Thank you, Mataji. Okay.
Okay, Bhagavad
Thank
Gita
you.
ki
Hare
jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur
Jai
Bhaktivinoda ki jai, Hare